How's it going, everybody? My name's Mike and this is my home studio. I feel like there are a lot of guys who are in my position that are stuck in a home studio, want to grow their business and be as professional as possible, but as you can imagine, that's pretty hard when you're in a basement, a garage, or a bedroom. So I figured I'd show you my studio, show you what I did with a small budget, some small renovations, and hopefully show you some tips and tricks on what to do, what not to do, how to avoid some things, save some money, and then hopefully earn some money by doubling your clientele. Okay, so my studio is in my parents' basement. This wall wasn't there, we'll get to that later. But as you can see, it's just a plain basement. Cement walls as ugly as can be. And here is my live room. Now, a little backstory before we get into the whole studio. My basement was finished at one point. It had carpet, walls, and everything. It looked nice. And then it caught fire when I was younger. So then when my parents decided to start redoing it, half the room was framed and half the basement was framed out, and they wanted to do something, and then times got tough and they ended up not doing it. So I did have a lot of leftover material that was huge in building the studio. A good way to save some money is all these panels I actually made myself. There's probably like 15 YouTube videos on how to do it. It's really simple, really cheap. I think I got like 8 panels out of it. I think I spent maybe $100. So this is my control room. If you remember before when we were coming down the stairs, you were actually able to make a left at one point. The stairs are right here. And it actually worked out pretty well. I don't know how I got lucky, but there are no even walls. I don't remember the dimensions off the top of my head, but the room is not square. If you could see over here, it does angle in, and that's just natural to the foundation. So that's why I thought this would be the best spot for my control room. It was also framed out for a window, which is pretty sweet. The glass was expensive. I try to make it as legit as possible. I think it's just regular laminate glass. I did it in a V shape so the sound doesn't go through it as much. Also, another great thing that helped out a lot was that these two rooms are actually floating, so the studs are not touching each other, it's just the drywall. The only thing I really had to spend money on was sheetrock insulation. I had the stuff for the suspended ceiling, but I did have to get the tiles. That's a little pricey. I guess the upside of having a basement or a garage is that it's pretty much a blank slate. And I know it seems like a lot and that I did a lot, but in reality I really didn't. It's just 2 rooms, insulated and drywalled, nothing fancy. I didn't do any crazy angles or things like that. I know you totally can, and you know, more professional studios will totally look it, but if you're just starting out, I mean, I've been doing this for a couple of years now. Basically, anything's better than this. You know, so it's either you have that or you have that. Just take the time, invest a little bit of money, make your studio look good, and in all honesty, you're going to start producing better mixes. Your mixes are going to sound a lot better. You're going to have more confidence in yourself knowing that your clients are going to come here. They're going to feel comfy. They're going to be relaxed. You know, they don't got to like, oh, wow, I'm in a basement. Like, what am I paying this guy for? You know, if your studio looks good, you're going to feel good and you're going to produce better music. But the biggest thing about this video that I want to stress is that you don't need too much money to make something great. I think I spent about $2,000 on this whole build, even from like things like the floor. I think I spent like 30 cents a square foot at Lowe's. It was the cheapest laminate floor you could possibly buy, and it looks great. I've had a bunch of parents. I've done hundreds of sessions in this room, and I get nothing but compliments. Unfortunately, one of the downsides of being in my parents' basement is that there's no outside entrance, so that every band and artist that comes here has to walk through my house. There's also no bathroom down here, which sucks because anytime an artist comes and wants to use the bathroom, you know, you have basically strangers walking through your house, which isn't good. I'll show you what gear I'm using right now. So currently right now I'm running PreSonus APIs, and I have 2 black lines. I do have the space in here for a lunchbox. I plan on getting it and filling up some 500 series. That will come eventually. For compression, I have an 1176, the warm audio version. I also found this squeeze compressor, basically a steal. I think it was like 30 bucks used at Guitar Center. I do have space in here also. I plan on getting a distressor. We'll see when that comes. Got JBL speakers. And now over here on this side, I have my patch bays. Everything is going from the Snake in the live room into my preamps. Out of my preamps, the second one will be used for any outboard EQs and compressors that I have. So my 1176, my 2 channels on the squeeze. And that all goes into, try and clean this up for you, my new endo converters. These are basically just the old version of the RMEs that they sell now. And then also, my computer is a Mac Mini. It's mid-2010. It's only 8 gigs of RAM. I want to upgrade, but I can't upgrade my computer until I can upgrade to Pro Tools 12. I'm still running 10 right now. I don't know if I'm ready to make that switch because I still have a lot of sessions on 10. But maybe in the future. I've been thinking about it. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you did, please like and subscribe. I'm going to try and start doing some more of these videos. If there's anything that you want to see, comment it below. I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. Also, if you want to check out my website, I'm going to post it in the description. Peace.